What are your specials?
What are you after?
Oh.
We got burgers, cheeseburgers, fries, fried onions, pickled eggs, pasties, pies, and odds.
Odds?
Yeah, we got first to score, half-time score, final score, score draw, 5-4, and a cracking app.
Sorted. Got any tips?
Yeah, go easy on the air, Jill.
Download the Coral app and check out our in-play specials.
But please bet responsibly.
Welcome to today's edition of Break Off. It seems every single session there's a big name either going out of this tournament or certainly in a lot of trouble. With me to dissect the action is Jason Ferguson, chairman of the WPBSA. Jason, this 2014 UK Coral Championship is just turning out to be absolutely electric. Before we talk about today's matches, and my goodness me, there are loads, a quick word for your old mate Nigel Bond. 5-0 down against Barry Hawkins. That's got to be one of the great late-night comebacks in UK Championship history.
Absolutely. I mean, it's amazing. I actually was looking at the scores and I didn't see the actual finish of the match, and I looked at it and I thought, oh, that's all over, and you know, and I went off to do something else. But there's life in the old dog yet. I mean, he'll kill me for calling him old, but what a terrific comeback! And from that 5-0 down, I mean, it's just unheard of these days. And you know, Nigel, you've got to say, a great competitor, a great player, very fluent when he's playing well, and you know, and over the years had some terrific results. Final of the World Championships. You know, to see him come back is great. It just shows you that the class is still there, and it really, this system that we're actually using now, where the players are all in the first round, is actually throwing up some big shocks.
Well, it certainly is. Let's get back to today's action. Stephen Maguire, 3-0 down against Hugh DeLue. Ken Doherty, 3-0 down against Michael White. Both of them managing to turn that round and come back. So we're seeing fighting spirit in every session here in York.
Yes, now I think the slightly longer matches, obviously that does play a part in this. 3-0 down in a best of 9 or a best of 7 is catastrophic. But you know, with those few extra games to play, you're still in the match, and these players do know that. They've a lot of experience. And Stephen Maguire, let's talk about that one. A fantastic technique. You know, the one thing Stephen Maguire has going for him, he's a great centre ball striker, terrific technique, and especially that is really important in the, you know, in these playing conditions. So, you know, you can never write him off.
OK, well, those two matches were tight to start with. One match, which was pretty one-sided, was the one involving Mark Allen against Luca Bracel. Mark Allen raced to a fantastic victory. Luca Bracel not registering a frame, and I caught up with the Northern Irishman after his victory. Were you to beat Martin or Rod, you'd have the potential of facing a Judd Trump as early as the last 16, where we know the two of you contested an amazing final 3 years ago. So it just shows you that, you know, you guys are going to have to earn these titles the hard way.
Well, that's it. You don't come across these titles very easily. So, no, I come to expect playing top players in the later stages of the tournaments, and to play Judd in the last 16 would be great. But no, we've both got a job to do before that, and I'm sure if it comes to it, we'll both be ready.
So Mark Allen continuing the fine form that's seen him rise to world number 6 this year. Let's get back to the shocks, though, and the drama. We're right here on table 1, where yesterday, Jason, we lost Mark Selby, and today we very, very nearly lost Neil Robertson. All credit, though, to Kyron Wilson. He almost got over the line.
Yes, I mean, we're all just buzzing around backstage, still with, you know, with the excitement of what's just happened. I mean, the match was just fantastic. In fact, you know, I was in my hotel room watching it. I thought, I'll go over to the venue in a minute. I'll go in a minute, and I just couldn't leave the TV. A terrific match, and all credit to Kyron Wilson. He carried on potting so many difficult balls, one after the other. You know, and in the end, you know, very, very unfortunate. Missed a difficult yellow. It wasn't easy. I was just talking to him backstage. You know, it was a 50-50. Does he clip the blue in? Does he play the yellow? Yellow was really the right shot, but at that point in the match, you know, maybe he should have took the blue. We don't know.
Well, there was certainly some fighting spirit shown from the Australian Neil Robertson, and he was a relieved man, the defending champion, when I caught up with him after the match. You must take some heart from the fact that you did have to put together a really composed break in the final frame, and you managed it.
Yeah, I did. I mean, you know, when he went for the long red, and you know, he gave me a chance. I knocked in a good red with the rest, actually, to start things off. And then, yeah, after that, the break was pretty flawless. Pretty disappointed I didn't go on to make a bigger break, but look, from 5-4 down, I would have taken any kind of win. Didn't matter how it came about. But it's a bit strange that it took for me to go 5-4 down to start playing my best snooker of the match. So very lucky that I got away with them.
Well, with so many shocks and so much drama and so many more brilliant matches still to come, it's about time we got up to date with where the Coral odds are for the rest of this intriguing championship.
As the outright now stands, I'm sure a lot of players who came here to win will be happy that Selby's out. Outright betting, Judd Trump, of course, after his whitewash, his odds have crashed into 11-2 from 7-1. So a lot of money coming for him at this stage. We also have, obviously, Ronnie O'Sullivan still in front at 5-2, still the favourite, the one most people have backed. But Ding Young Wei as well, after his victory yesterday, he looked really impressive. He's now second favourite at 6-1.
Well, we certainly are all set for a wonderful afternoon tomorrow. Jason, I'm just intrigued to get your thoughts on what is the pick of the 4 games that will be on the BBC tomorrow afternoon and on Eurosport, of course. John Higgins against Matthew Stevens. So hard to call that one. They contested the final in 1998. They've both won this, neither of them by their own admission on top form. Such a tough match, such a hard one to pick a winner from.
Yes, absolutely. Both players, we would say, due a win. In fact, I saw John Higgins earlier today, looked very relaxed. I said, you must be about due, a match. He's had some tough games. He's lost a few matches that we didn't expect him to recently. But still, both great players, both great tactical players as well. So that's going to be a very, very hard-fought game.
Well, we cannot wait for that one. Now, as it's the very last day of Movember, even though you and I didn't go for the comedy tashes, we thought we'd have a little reflection on the top 3 moustaches involving the great and the good of snooker. Join us for tomorrow's break-off and have a look at these top lip legends. Bronze medal in the Battle of the Tashes goes to the 1980 world champion Cliff Thorburn. Well, the Canadian grinder definitely had to be on the list, didn't he? Silver's claimed by John Higgins. The Wizard of Wishaw was there, but he had a very good reason. He was taking part in Movember.
It's close, but you've only just got a little bit more on top than Willie Thorne. Hey, listen, you're obviously doing it for Movember. It's looking nice, John.
And gold is claimed by Leicester's favourite son, Willie Thorne. What he lacks on top, he makes up for on the lip.
He could equal the championship record of 145.
What are your specials?
What are you after?
Oh.
We got burgers, cheeseburgers, fries, fried onions, pickled eggs, pasties, pies, and odds.
Odds?
Yeah, we got first to score, half-time score, final score, score draw, 5-4, and a cracking app.
Sorted. Got any tips?
Yeah, go easy on the air, Jill.
Download the Coral app and check out our in-play specials.
But please bet responsibly.